Hello, we represent the ICCC Erasmus research team and would like to use this video as an introduction for how to resettle children into their kindergartens after the COVID-19 lockdown. In this video, we will talk about the importance of settling a child in after the corona quarantine and how educators can successfully work with your children to help them transition back into the kindergarten as seamlessly as possible. The resettling in process after significant absence, such as a closure accompanying a pandemic, refers to a child's transition into an early child care center. It is a unique time in a child's life, which can have a significant impact on their development, as the time has been unpredictable and sudden changes appear out of the child's control. It can also impact the formation of their resilience and social-emotional competence. Not only have the children not been in their classrooms, but they have most likely only been at home with new physical distance regulations and around you for this extended period of time. During this process, the children had to experience a sudden isolation from many familiar people, as well as a sudden change at home. We need to be sensitive and understanding to their needs and potential concerns about going back to the classroom. Even if they are excited to see their educators in the first day, it does not mean they're not going through a new settling in. In order to resettle our children back in, you as a parent and carers need to go back and rely on some of the tools and ideas you used in the beginning of the year, such as routine, considering how to prepare for transitions, and finding ways to include the children as a community. Parents and educators must work together during this process, which requires being patient on both sides. It is essential for families to begin an open dialogue with educators beforehand and to maintain transparency throughout the resettling in process, so they may be aware of the needs of both educators or institutions and the child, so they can work together to meet them. Best practice during times of physical distancing is communication through digital devices. Please be mindful and respectful of the educator's private times whilst communicating. Give them an ample time to answer your communication. Keep on to the next slide to learn more about how to successfully do this. Consider asking the kindergarten for a copy of the new regulations and hygiene expectations. Discuss the new regulations with your child in your home language to reinforce the routines and assist your child to understand them in the kindergarten. Get in digital contact with your educators. If you have concerns, contact them via email, make phone calls if needed. Address any concerns you may have. Share information how you spent your time of closure and how affected you are with the situation to have an overview of the possible mindset of resettling in your child. This will help you feel prepared for what is to come, open up the line of communication for the next steps, and help educators feel ready for what to expect. This type of change can be overwhelming for both children and their parents, and is one of the key reasons why thoughtful resettling in is essential. Ultimately, the goal of the process is for your child to become confident with their new normality, get to know new health and safety rules and regulations, and to discover playing outside of their experiences, spaces, and normal play materials. When children return to the kindergarten after this experience, it will be important to maintain the same type of schedule that was in place before they left, as long as it is still in accordance with new regulations. Talking to your child at home about their new routines, which should be given to you by their educators, will help prepare them for what will happen in the classroom. Develop a farewell ritual with your child when you bring your child to the kindergarten in the morning. Try to be calm and relaxed. Prepare your child to walk over on their own into the group room, as the educator should have more physical distance. You should always say goodbye to your child in the same way each day, for example with a hug, a kiss, or a positive message such as, "I am leaving now, I'll pick you up later, have a great day." Picking up your child from kindergarten. It is also important for your child to understand that when you return, especially in this unpredictable time with sudden changes, your pickup time is not for playing but to say goodbye and leave for the day. Try to avoid prolonging this departure, as it may be confusing, especially with guidelines of physical distancing. It is also very important to be fully present and to give your child your full attention. Avoid direct communication with the educator. Instead, try digital communication and give your child positive feedback. At home, recap your child's day with them, noting anything that the educators have posted. Depending on your child's age, you may be doing most of the talking. Remember to use positive language. Try not to put pressure on your child to provide information, but rather give them the time and space to share any information, concerns, or successes, experiences, and questions they had during the day on their own terms with new regulations. Remember, as a parent and carer, that remaining calm is essential for successfully resettling in. The same applies here for both educators and parents. Children are sensitive to the mood in their environment. They notice when a parent is worried or afraid. Listen to your child, and giving them time are important steps in direction for a new normal. Listen to your child, especially at a less structured time. Help them recognize their feelings, worries, and questions. Remember to involve your child in new tasks and responsibilities, such as frequent hand washing. This shows a respect and understanding of their competences and their ability to adapt to this new normal. Lead by example. Foster an environment of respect and understanding for others, even if you have to spend a long time waiting in physical distance to other families. Your child watches you in new social interactions and learns how to use these skills in their own relationships. Remember that you are also in a learning process, just like your child. Show them you are also open to new experiences and learning how to cope with this sudden change. Listen to your child. Children have a voice and they want to be heard. Having them as part of the decision-making process will give them a sense of empowerment in a time of change where they had to cooperate a lot. We understand that this could feel difficult for many families and educators. Expectations that your child will come back easily will be high, but a well-prepared team of educators and well-informed families help to create the best possible scenario for resettling in your child with a respectful and appreciative setting. Early intervention in a resettling in period after closure helps to prevent potential risk factors. It is paramount that the safety, well-being, and best interests of a child are the top priority of both the educators and of the parents.